There's a new standard and barcode for tracking products throughout the food supply chain, thereby ensuring food safety. We're going to talk about that subject today in my conversation with Mike Yezzi, Vice President of Business Development with ScotTech. What exactly is GS1 128?
So GS 128 is a member-driven standard that's been developed for managing and tracking product throughout the supply chain. It allows you to put in, so there's two parts to that. The GS1 is the standard and the 128 is the barcode. So the GS1 standard is what we're talking about here, and then the 128 is just the barcode that they use to implement and track the information. So the idea is to allow you to keep company information, lot number, serial number, expiration date, that kind of information in the barcode for ease of traceability throughout the supply chain. And by putting it as a standard, anybody in the supply chain can read that information. So, typically a supplier will have their own barcode that can't be read by the guys downstream. And so by putting a standard in place, we were able to, throughout the industry, give everybody the ability to be able to see that information and make it readily available.
Turning to the food industry, who is using these standards there?
Well, so pretty much it's across the industry. Anybody that's in the grocery business, anybody that's private packing, food, the beverage industry, the bakery goods, baked items, meats, fishes, chicken, anything throughout that industry, and pharmaceuticals also. I mean, that's big in the pharmaceuticals too. But where we've seen a big explosion is in the food and beverage. And it basically is allowing everybody to see that product. That makes it visible throughout the supply chain. You get a recall on product or something like that, so now we know where it is. It's easier to find. It expedites the bringing of that product back in off the supply chain or out of the market. And the GS 128, or the GS1 128, isn't designed to be used at the retail level. It's really for the supply chain. It's upstream of retail. It's not meant to be scanned at the register.
Is this a government mandate, or has it been voluntarily embraced by private industry?
Yeah, and so this is not a government mandate, and it has been established by a neutral industry group. So it's the industries come together and said, listen, we have to have a way of being able to find our products when we need to find those products, and have a standard to be able to do that when the government comes out and says, hey, we found the peanut butter issue that we had, or the spinach issue, and those things. We need to be able to get that stuff off the market fast, and the industry stepped up to the plate and said, here's a standard to use that we can follow through the supply chain.
So it does allow one to comply more easily with government mandates relating to food safety.
Exactly, yes. And like I say, it gives you a lot of visibility. We've done some things where they within the supply chain, it's the GS1 128 is on the box, but then you have all the UPCs that are in the box, but those are all tied together. So with the lot numbers and the serial numbers and the product IDs and all that stuff that you can carry in the GS 128 number can tie to those UPC codes and to the product that's in the box. So off the grocery shelf, it's much easier to go find that stuff.
Well, Mike, thank you very much for being with us today to talk about this issue of food safety and new standards to achieve that purpose. Thanks for being with us.
Yep.
I've been speaking with Mike Yezzi of ScotTech. Thank you very much for watching.